Hi and welcome to Outwell. Here I'm going to talk you through the features of our Nevada XLP from our Evolution collection. You can see that it's a tunnel design tent and it's aimed to sleep up to 6 people. With it being in our Evolution collection, you'll find the fly sheet on here is our Outex 4000. This is a polyester material which has been PU coated. It has fully taped seams and a hydrostatic head of 4000mm. The frame that we use on the tent is made up of our Duratec fiberglass poles from front to back. And you will find that we do colour code the poles towards the rear of the tent just to make sure you're getting the right ones in the right place. You'll also just see here that we're using flat pole sleeves, which creates a real streamlined and sleek design to the tent. Some more features you'll find here, we're using our innovative Outwell wind stabiliser system, and we'll just show you how that works. So we have these Velcro tabs here which just are directly attached to the fly sheet. We then wrap these around the poles all the way around the tent, and you'll have one at the top and at the bottom of each pole. These are then attached to the guy lines, and when we pull the guy lines out and peg them into place, it pulls a whole fly sheet against the frame of the tent, ensuring that it's going to be far more stable and able to be used even in high wind conditions. The guy lines themselves are luminous guy lines, so hopefully you're not going to trip over these. And then each of the guy lines has its own retainer, so when it comes to packing down the tent, we can just open these up, pop the guy lines in them, so that the next time we come to use the tent, they're easily accessible. Another feature here is the easy pegging system that we use. So this is where we supply you with 3 different styles of pegs with the tent. We have our solid steel anchor pegs here for use on the corners of the tent. We then have the luminous peg for the luminous guy lines, and we have the black plastic pegs for all of the black pegging points around the side of the tent, just making sure that you're going to get the right peg in the right place. Stepping round to the front of the tent, we have a good sized front door here, so it is a full walk-in height, and the door is also wide enough to be able to get all of your storage and furniture and things like this in here, no problem at all. We also have a panorama front on this tent here, so you can see that it's curved all the way around, and then each panel has its own individual window, allowing you to have great views out of the tent. Each window then has its own curtain, which you can just see here, can be either toggled halfway up, or obviously it can be fully closed as well. And then we have ventilation panels above the windows which correspond to outside ventilation on the tent as well. So one thing that's very apparent in here is just how much space there is. I've got lots of head height here and I'm around 1.95 m tall, and that's really accentuated thanks to these large windows, and it certainly feels very spacious in the tent itself. Just at the top here we have a lantern hanging point, and then running away from that we have some cable tidies which run down to where our cable entry point is. This allows you to bring any electrics or cables into the tent without having to run them through the doors. So we have 3 entrances in total in the tent, obviously the front door, and then we have 2 side doors. The side door on this side here, you can see, is actually a rain safe entrance, so we have the shelter on the outside of the tent, allowing you to use this entrance if it's raining. The doors can obviously be rolled up on the outside, and you can see here that we have mesh doors which will close down fully, allowing great ventilation within the tent as well. At the back is where you'll find the bedrooms, and as I mentioned earlier on, the tent sleeps up to 6 people. These bedrooms come pre-attached in this tent, and you can see that the way we have them attached to the fly sheet is with our wave-shaped hanging point system. So this takes away any stress points across the top of the seam of the bedroom and ensures that these are securely hung in position. Some other little features here then, we have some storage pockets on the outside, great for smaller personal possessions. And then details like our piping along the zips, which has been colour coded to coordinate with all the colours of the tent. And it's also very functional because what it allows us to do is simply open and close the zips very easily without them catching on any material. You can see also that the doors of the inner tents have mesh panels in here, again for great ventilation. And we're also using our universal bedroom system on here. So what this means is if we want to, we can just simply unclip around the front. And if we did that around the back, we then take the zips that are in the middle here, and we can simply drop one bedroom completely. That can then be rolled back and clipped away, giving you even more living space, and then leaving you with one bedroom. Some features inside the bedrooms, you'll find that we have some storage pockets on the inside here, again great for smaller personal possessions. We also have a large mesh ventilation panel which corresponds to outside ventilation. And you'll just see here that the bedrooms themselves are separated with this sheet of material which can be fully zipped closed. We have a few optional extras available for the tent, including the carpet that you can see in the living area here. We also have a footprint available to go under the tent. Then we have a front extension and a front awning available. So that's all the features of our Nevada XLP. Thank you very much for watching.